Hi again. Happy Friday. It's Fun Friday, and I am committed to flipping the format on how you feel about Friday the 13th because it's a badass Fun Friday with me, Kelly Orchard, your badass certifier. That's right. I know I'm on here early this morning. It's almost not even quite 10, but I was already wearing the shirt, so I figured why not do it. So actually, I want to share a couple of fun things with you. It is Fun Friday, and I had a really interesting experience. I think it was yesterday. I lose track of time. Yes, yesterday morning, I went to a networking breakfast and I'm standing there chatting with somebody else, and in walks this man. And I look at him and it's like, I know this person. However, it's not from here in this community that I'm currently residing in. And I had to know who this was. Has that ever happened to you where you've been in business for quite a while and you know that you know somebody, but you're not quite sure where you met them, but you know them? I know that it happens to you because it happens to me. And everybody, anytime I talk to anybody about it happening, they're like, oh, it happens to me all the time. That's the only reason why I ever love name tags, because then you can just look at the name tag and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I know who you are. So, hi, Steve. Anyway, so yesterday morning, I was at this networking breakfast. And in walks this gentleman who looks familiar to me, like extremely familiar. Like I know I've done business with him, but I can't place it. And so I approach him a few minutes later with a friend of mine, actually with my friend Laurel Miller from the Glass Doctor. I have to keep promoting her because she's the mayor of my village. I'll fill you in on that later, but that's just kind of a little joke between her and I. Anyway, so I go over and I approach him and I shake his hand and he's like, I know who you are. I'm like, who am I? And he goes, you're Kelly Orchard. Your family had the radio station up in Victorville. I used to run DCB Bank. And I'm looking at him. It's like, then it rings a bell. I'm like, yes, that's like 25 years ago. And then okay. And so you know that I do stuff on building your badass soundtrack. Everything I do is teaching around, mastering your mindset with music. So of course, the radio background, how can I help myself? And so he starts to tell me about something that he remembered about our radio station. He says, wasn't your radio station the one that played the same song over and over and over again for 24 hours because you were changing format and it drove us all crazy? I'm like, yeah, that was us. So this is what we did. We were flipping the format. See, now you can understand why I'm talking about flipping the format. So it was the family radio station, and we had been like a top 40 station for a while. And then somebody new in the market came in and they took over the top 40 format. Unfortunately, they had a bigger budget than we did, so we had to get creative. We were just a family business. Have you ever done that? It's like you're a family or business and sole proprietor, and suddenly a big company comes in. Kind of like you got a store, and then suddenly Walmart shows up. Yeah, you got to get creative. So we had to get creative, and we were going to change our format to an oldies format. So we were going oldies. And so in order to kind of, cause a stir, this is a thing you do in radio. You create a stunt or to get some publicity and to get some buzz going. This is how you market yourself. And so we wanted to get the buzz going that we were changing formats without revealing what we were going to do. And it was going to be around the Labor Day holiday that we were changing formats. And so as we're testing songs that we're going to play in our oldies format, up comes Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Now, anyone who knows Papa Was a Rolling Stone song, it knows that it has a very long, drawn-out intro, and probably for about, I think it's like a minute and a half long, maybe 2 minutes or longer. And it's a very long intro, kind of haunting in a way. And then the singer comes on and he says, it was the 3rd of September, that day I'll always remember. Well, this is what this gentleman remembered, was that we played this long intro to this one song and we kept looping it because we were going to change formats. Guess what? On September 3rd. And the Papa Was a Rolling Stone song was perfect. It was an oldie. It had the date that we were changing formats. And we thought it was a brilliant idea. Until people started getting worried about us because somebody called the station and asked, what the heck are you guys doing playing the same song over and over again? And we just kept, repeating the same line. It's like, well, we're changing formats. So just keep listening. Tomorrow, obviously is September 3rd. We will reveal what's happening. And, but we're in radio, so we kind of play practical jokes. So our sales manager answered one of the calls and he just says, I don't know what's going on. One of the DJs locked himself up in the studio and is playing the same song over and over again. Well, a majority of the community, we'd been in this community for quite a while, and they all knew that we were a family business. And some of them knew about some previous things that had gone on because, when you have a family radio station in a small town, you're kind of front page news when big things happen. Anyway, so somebody got the impression, I don't know who, and started this rumor that one of my brothers had locked himself up in the studio and was probably suicidal and was just playing the same song over and over again. And everyone's wondering what happened on September 3rd to the Orchard family. And they were calling the police. They called the fire department. They called pastors of churches. We had the police stopped by the station. The fire department stopped by the station. We had one of the news stations in Los Angeles, television station, call us up and ask us what is going on at your radio station. And we just kept telling them, we're just changing the format. We're just changing the format. We're going to break format at noon on September 3rd. And that's what's happening. Anyway, so when we did change formats, or we did launch the format, of course, we were oldies, and we announced that that's what was going on. And we were like dealing with the whole, like, sorry, police, we're not in crisis here. Sorry, fire department, we're not in crisis here. Sorry, news helicopters, we're not in crisis here. It's just a format change. Anyway, so that was a really long time ago. And it was really fun to talk to this gentleman yesterday and be reminded of that. And it kind of goes with my whole badass soundtrack concept because we were reminiscing. Nostalgia is a mood booster. So he and I, we haven't seen each other probably in 25 years. He's down here, I'm down here. We run into each other randomly at a business mixer and have this awesome conversation right at the time where I'm promoting Amplify Your Badass Self workshop by creating your own badass soundtrack. And so the timing was just perfect to do a fun Friday. And then something else I wanted to share about Fun Friday. So Fridays I go out to it's the second Friday of each month. They have the neighbors, I'm sorry, Sebastian, the neighbors monthly mixture. And I'm sorry, Candice, and up at the corporate room in Wildemar. So I went up there, and I usually go to them because they're once a month, and it's a fun group. And but it's hard for me to get there because I live about 30 minutes away. Ironically, it is 30 minutes from me to get there. But this time I drove the Mustang up there because I had convinced Candice Nicholas to do a Mustang Monday with me. And I just want to share with you the best thing about what I did with Candice today. First of all, it's a good Mustang Monday. And we took a picture. I'm going to show you this. I know it's on my phone. So this is Candice's right there. Of course, you know me. And of course, there's KT and Wendy and Christine Medina. And we took this picture, and that was right after Candice and I had finished recording a Mustang Monday. And we're walking back in, and the tip is about integrity and your comfort zone. And so basically, Candice was really nervous about doing a video with me, and we talked about getting out of the comfort zone, and that's part of the topic. And so as we got out of the car, this is the greatest thing for me, is that she hugged me. She said, thank you for making me get out of my comfort zone and doing that. And it's like, it wasn't that painful, was it? So I am grateful. Today, it's a fun Friday because yesterday was a great conversation to be reminded of my radio days by somebody else in business here where I work and live and play. That was fun for me. And then, of course, the fun Friday of going up and driving the Mustang up to Wildemar this morning and doing a Mustang Monday video with Candice, and then getting hugged by her, thanking me for making her step out of her comfort zone and do a video with me. So I did want to share a little bit more details about the Amplify Your Badass Self workshop. This has been a really fun week for me. I don't know why, but Monday, so Monday, this flyer was actually done. This is like fresh off the presses, people. So you can see I've just got one sponsor on here on the bottom, and I'm looking for more sponsors, and I'll tell you what that's all about. So this is the Badass Workshop. It's Amplify Your Badass Self Workshop. It's happening November 2nd from 11 to 3 held at the private studio in Old Town Murrieta of this cat right here, Jason Bronner, and the two of us are going to be co-hosting this event. And basically, it's master your mindset with music. I am going to be certifying badasses. So those of you who want to be certified badass and you want this ID card for yourself, guess what? This is the time. You better get your ticket. So I'm selling sponsorships, and the sponsorships is pretty easy. So just commit to buying 10 tickets. They're $99. So yes, less than $1,000. You can be a sponsor, get your logo on all of my marketing material that goes out. That includes anything social media, the flyer, any of my emails that go out to my subscribers. That's one thing. The other thing is that, like what I do on Fridays, I'm going to come to your business and do a live video with you. Don't be nervous. Ask Candice. I'll make you feel comfortable. But I'm going to do a live video with you about your business and then why you chose that you wanted to be part of this event. See, the benefit is this is our nonprofit partner is the Girls Against Abuse Foundation. And they are, I'm going to read this because I would butcher it. So the Girls Against Abuse Foundation is a nonprofit organization that seeks to raise funds through musical performances to be donated to shelters and organizations that provide services and or education for victims of abuse. Okay. So another thing that has happened since then is so if I've already talked to you about this event and you are looking at being a sponsor and you think it's a great idea and you want to attach your name to it, here's another thing. The Girls Against Abuse Foundation has donated an acoustic guitar to give away, not a raffle. They're going to give it away to one person who comes to this workshop. So is that not cool? I mean, that's pretty badass, right? We got a $300 guitar to give away. You're going to have lunch. You're going to get certified as a badass, and we're going to master your mindset with music. I will teach you how to create your own badass soundtrack. So once again, I'll get back to what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you to flip the format on negativity with your own badass soundtrack. I think I'm going to have to add Papa as a Rolling Stone to mine now after my conversation yesterday. You can use music to build up your confidence, positivity, and creativity, and how you can utilize tools in order to gain a more positive mindset and attitude so that you can amplify your badass self. And Jason, well, he's not only a record producer, he's also a music therapist and an Oxford alum, and he's going to be sharing his secrets to substance-free stress and mind management, perspective power, your vibe and value, fear relief, personal thought control, sleep ease, and so much more. Plus, you're going to get lunch. I know I'm going to entertain you. I don't know what Jason's going to do. I'll have to get him on a live video. We did record a promo video the other day, and I'm dying to get him live because I don't know, recorded video and live videos are so different. And I sent him a text and I said, so are you ready to do a video with me now? And he's like, you got a script? I'm like, no, I have bullet points, but why would I need a script? And he's like, I know how you radio people are. We're writing a script. So we wrote a script. We did a video. It's going to be launched, I don't know, in a day or two. I do have a marketing person, so thank God for that. And she does an awesome job and I don't have to touch it. So, you know what? That's another thing I want to share with you guys. It's like certain things in your world, in your professional, your private life are not your greatest strengths. Okay? Own it. Own something's not your greatest strength. Social media marketing, not my greatest strength. You know what else is not my greatest strength? Putting together flyers. So I'm really glad that my marketing girl is good at both. So I'm very thankful for that. Her name is Brooke Lewis, by the way. She's not taking any other clients right now, unless she tells me so, because I keep her busy. That's all. I keep her busy. No, she's got a good life. She's plenty busy on her own, and I probably drive her crazy. But anyway, I'm sorry. This is a fun Friday. I'm really pumped up. I got some great things going on. Tomorrow, my friend Laurel and I, we're going to be working on a little commercial video for her, and we're just doing it for fun. But the thing is that I did want to talk to you about the Amplify Your Badass Self workshop and share the most recent update that we're giving away an acoustic guitar for somebody who comes. Now, if you're a business and you just heard me talk about the sponsorship and it's like, buy those tickets. Part of the idea of the tickets, of the purchasing the 10 tickets is necessarily to get you in there, but also you can give them as client incentives or as a team building experience with your staff. And then we want you to give a couple of tickets away to somebody with the Girls Against Abuse Foundation who may not be able to afford to go to this event, but would like to go. We'd like to honor them. So if you're even remotely interested, I'm only in need 2 sponsors, just 2. So, and I'm talking to somebody later this afternoon who might take, I'm gonna have to get the right finger, he might take the next one. So there may only be 1 sponsorship left, and then we are going to open it up to just general ticket sales. But here's the thing, it's a small and intimate location, a venue, where it's not for a lot of people. And so this is it's not like the inaugural, but it's a what would I call it? It's not my badass certification class alone. It is my badass certification class exactly as it is, only new and I don't say new and improved. It's just evolved. But we're adding Jason into the mix with what he's going to be teaching. We're going to have a great lunch. We're going to have some fun, and you're going to learn how to have a positive mindset and attitude, improve your confidence, build up your self-esteem, and become a certified badass. Who wouldn't want to do that? Please tell me who would not want to come. So you got to just hit me up. My email is kelly@kellyorchard.com. My phone number is actually on the flyer. I'm not afraid. I screen my calls. So if you're going to try to hunt me down, there's my contact info. All right. Buy a ticket or become a sponsor. Reach out to me at kelly@kellyorchard.com, or you can text or call me at 760-887-4444. That is my fun Friday for this Friday the 13th. I got a lot of stuff I got going on later today. I should just be videoing everything I'm doing for the next 24 hours because I'm having a blast. Did you see my pictures that I took at the LA County Fair in Pomona, which I went to on Wednesday with my grown-up son? We had a great time, and his girlfriend. You guys have a great Friday. Thank you for indulging me in watching this silly video. I'm really excited about Candice, though, by the way. I wanted just to share that she stepped out of her comfort zone and recorded a Mustang Monday video with me, and we made it about stepping out of your comfort zone because it was perfect. So you guys have a wonderful day. I am Kelly Orchard, the Badass Certifier, reminding you to be bold, be brave, be confident, be badass. See you later.